All right. Welcome, welcome. Welcome to a chill stream. We're just gonna hang out. We're gonna have a nice quiet night. Um I well, had a busy day. um so figured something a little more low key would be nice. Um Back on Wednesday I was like trying to come up with a new stream idea because the game we were playing it ended sooner than I thought it would. I thought maybe we'd have one more stream out of it. But it ended. So I was like, well, what are we gonna do? Because I only have um a couple more streams before I have to take a week off. I was like, well, I don't want to start a new game and then put it on pause for a week. So I figured I would fill the rest of Wednesday, Friday-ish stuff with some Final Fantasy 14, but I don't have that set up yet. I don't have it set up tonight. So tonight we're just gonna be taking it easy. And yeah, so I have a couple different things that we can kind of do. I figured we would just hang out and play Will You Press the Button for a little bit, because that's kind of entertaining. Um and I think it'd be enjoyable enough. And I also have some tier lists here that we can do in anticipation for patch 6.45 for Final Fantasy 14. Um so well, we can just get started, can't we? We don't need to wait around. If you saw the tweet that I posted of that picture of Will You Press the Button, that's what we're doing tonight. I opened it up to that to like set up the stream earlier and to like make sure everything was working fine on my overlays and stuff. And then I that was the first one that came up, was the one you're gonna see. And I was like, okay, hang on. Well, I can't. I have to leave it on this. So it's still on that one. That'll be the one we start with. And then we'll carry on. Is there anything else I was gonna open with? Hmm. 1 sec, I have to send a message to somebody. All right. I'm good. Just needed to send a message. Real life doesn't wait for streaming. And then we'll begin. Sorry, I had to pull up my sending stone. Not my phone. I don't have a phone. All right. Let's get started. we're back in the we're back in the normal classroom today, not the Dark Souls dungeon. I hope you guys don't mind. Hope you guys don't mind that we're not in the Dark Souls dungeon anymore. But there's no video game being played, so can't be in the Dark Souls attic. All right, let's head over. Ah, sorry, I had to mute for a sec. I had to sneeze. My allergies today. Brutal. I always get seasonal allergies in the summer. You know, you're not immune to it just because you're a skeleton. Apparently, you would think it would help at least, but being dead and then undead would you'd think it'd help with allergies. It really doesn't. So, if you're thinking of becoming a lich, don't do it for that reason. And every once in a while, I have to just mute and sneeze. Some years are better than others. This year has been very bad. All right, here's our first button quandary. First things first. If you don't know how this works, we have to decide if we want to press the button or not. So first, we're given one thing, and it has a caveat attached to it. And you have to either push the button or not, and then we get to see how other people voted. To see if we're cool outliers on the fringe of society, or if we're boring normie NPCs who vote along with the rest of the population. Of course, we're probably going to be cool, edgy outsiders, aren't we? So our first one is you become a famous YouTuber, but all your fans wear fedoras. Now, this is a difficult one because sure, your fans sort of represent you if you're a famous person. Like if they all behave a certain way, it kind of does reflect a little bit on you. Like you're not 100% responsible for your fan base in any way, but if they're all doing something, then you know it does kind of reflect on you, right? But in this case, it's just all wearing a hat, right? And it's not me. I don't have to wear one. It's just fans. Just chat. Just the audience, right? You guys have to do it, not me. So this I become famous, which typically with fame comes fortune, right? If you're famous, you can use that to make some money, right? But you guys have to wear hats. I don't care about that. You guys can wear hats. Is this selfish? Is it selfish to vote this way? Is this a selfish one that I'm doing here? If I push this button, and you all are forced to wear fedoras? Wait, will you all become not fans of me because I'm forcing you to wear fedoras? That could be the case too. Oh, well, but I'll have other ones. It says I'm famous, so I'll have other fans. You guys can leave. I'm gonna push it. You're all now wearing fedoras. Yeah, okay. 75% of people press the button. Yeah, that makes sense. I feel like that's not too much of a downside. Just wearing a cringe hat, it's not that bad, right? All right. Next. What does this mean? Is it when was this site made? Was this site made in like 2008? What's going on here? You become a famous internet meme, which could be a bad thing, but you're bad luck, Brian. Is this like, did they make this site on 9gag? What's going on here? No, I don't want bad luck. Does this mean that I just permanently have bad luck? Because I don't want that. Yeah, see, 70% of people. Okay, they agree with us. Your life gets its own background music and no one seems to notice but you. But the music is scored by Nickelback. Isn't this just, there's no upside to this, right? There's no upside here. What's the upside? I have to listen to Nickelback 24/7 and nobody else does. That's it? That's the question? Of course not. Why would I want that? What's the upside? My life gets its own background music, but I can just put in headphones and then I have background music that I get to choose. It's not what's the upside here? Am I missing something? What's the benefit we gain from my life getting its own background music? If nobody else can hear it, then how's that change anything? That's just you wearing earbuds. No, of course not. I'm not pushing that. How did 35% of people say yeah? What? That's insane. 35% of people? Maybe they're just Nickelback fans. Are 35% of people who voted here? That's a lot of Nickelback fans, though. Are there that many in the world? I'm not sure there are. Alright. You're able to manipulate the mind of everybody that you see, but everybody that you look at appears naked? I mean, it's not that bad, right? You get used to seeing people naked, right? Not the end of the world. It'd be weird for family, I guess. That would probably suck. But is it only the people that you're manipulating, or is it just everybody is 24/7 naked? Because that kind of sucks. But okay, let me think. Manipulate the mind. How would we even use that? Like nefarious purposes, right? For acquiring wealth and crime, right? Or I don't know. I guess just fame. Usual supervillain things. Taking over the world. Acquiring political power. I don't even know what manipulate the mind means. Just like you're a really good liar. I guess this could be a lot of things. I don't know if that's all that valuable. I'm kind of okay with not being able to do that. I don't really want to do that. You could probably do some good with it, but I don't know. Everybody that you look at appears naked. For the sake of family, I would probably say no. Otherwise, you'd probably just get used to it and stop caring after a while. Right? The family part would be weird. Everything else would be fine. Yeah, it's kind of strange, but you get used to it. But I'm not gonna push it because I don't really have a desire to do that. I don't really care. 71% of people pressed it. 71% of people want to see their grandma naked. That's all I'm hearing. Or they just want to never see their grandma again. Will you press the button? Never do homework again forever while going to school. Well, I'm not going to school, so that's all right. You can't ever drink anything of the Coke brand. Well, I don't want to do that either. Huh? I don't want to. I don't have to do either of these things. What does it mean? You'd never drink soda, basically, because lots of stuff is under the Coke brand. So just never drink poison, and you can't ever drink poison, but you don't have to do homework. I mean, I'm not going to school. I guess I potentially could go to school if I wanted to. I'm not, but never do homework. But like, isn't a lot of homework to help you learn stuff? So like, if you don't do the homework, does everybody else do the homework? It doesn't make up for the fact that I'm learning. Like, it's not like I just automatically gain info, right? So I'm just doing less work than everybody else, and they're not getting punished for it. But then when the exam comes, right, and then I will get punished for it. No, I feel like this doesn't help me. Never do homework. This is for like this is a question for like people in middle school. I think this is for like 14-year-olds. Like, oh yeah, man, I don't want to do any homework, bro. But I can't drink Coke, dude. That's what this question's for, like children. But I don't care about this. I'll push it, I guess, because I don't have to do homework anyway. Oh, this is a complicated one. We gotta kind of consider a few factors here on this one, because let me see. Become a millionaire, but die at 20. Now, first things first, I'm older than 20. I'm an undead lich also, so does that factor into the dying thing? Probably, right? Do I die again? Or does it just not count? I just get $1 million for free because I'm already dead. I mean, if that's the case, then push it. I'm already done. Been there, done that, right? Push it. Yeah, we're in the fringe for this because we're the only undead taking this quiz. All right. Oh god. What? I don't need any of this. You get one weapon of your choice, which maintains itself and has infinite ammo besides reloads for yourself. I don't need that. I'm good. I don't need that. You must kill its original wielder with it. While they carry that and anything else to... No, I don't need that. I don't need a weapon. I'm good. Oh god. What's up with this one? You would have pressed the weapon one? Really? You're not a coward? But I just don't need the weapon. Like, I don't have any use for it. So it's just inviting conflict into my life, you know? Here, let's move chat box a little bit. Let's throw you guys over here for this stream. This one's an interesting one because it's just like, yeah, I'm a psychopath, or no, I'm not a psychopath. Okay, so first things first, the person you love will love you back and you get to live a perfect life with them. But every single person in your immediate family will die tragically. Not just die tragically. Well, who on earth would press this? For starters, the person who I love already does love me back, so I'm golden on that. I'm fine already. I'm good. I don't need to push the button. But also, who would ever press it just for that? You can obtain this without magical buttons. This is perfectly obtainable. I mean, no life is going to be perfect, but a perfect life would probably be boring anyway. Who would ever push this? No. You're hoping to come in and find one where you continue to make fun of my choices. But yeah, this one I feel like nobody's going to have pushed it. It's going to be a really small percentage. I'm going to say I will not push it. 27% of people? How many people? What? Really? That's crazy. That's crazy. What? I figured it would be like 10% max. 27%? There's some real psychos out there. Maybe they just don't have a family. Maybe this 27% of people are like orphans already. And they're like, actually, it would be kind of sick to have a perfect life now. Maybe we'll use that as a rationalization so that we don't have to believe that 27% of people are completely insane. Okay. True, I guess. Yeah, there's always going to be a bit of variance. I figured that would be what the 10% is, just a variance of people who think it's funny and click whatever. I didn't think 27%. By pressing the button, you'll become the embodiment of human perfection in human features and beauty. Well, I already am that, so we're good. We don't need to push it. You may not like it, but this right here is peak skeletal form. You will never find true love. What? Well, then what's the point? What's the point, man? Oh yeah, I'm like the perfect Adonis, but literally nobody will ever love you truly. What's the point, man? You don't need that. You can be okay. You can be flawed, and just find true love. No, why would I? How can you heckle with the softballs? I know this couple. We've gotten a couple in a row that have been kind of easy. We got some harder ones at the beginning before you came in, but we've gotten a few softballs in a row. All your dreams come true, but so do your nightmares. This one's pretty interesting. This one's pretty interesting. Now, I might be in the camp of saying I don't want this because all of your dreams come true. Like, you don't control your dreams. They're just like insane things where it's like, oh yeah, I'm like eating an ice cream cone and there's like a giant lobster next to me, and like we have a conversation about how Pluto's not a planet anymore, and then I put on my shoes and my feet feel so hot that I wake up. Like that's what your dreams, that's what's coming true? That's what's coming true? Or does it mean like my waking dreams? Like, does it mean like my aspirations in life? Those come true, or does it mean like my literal I'm asleep and I'm dreaming dream? Okay, yeah, if we could treat it like it's figurative, because I think that's the more interesting question, because I would not push it if it meant just like your weird fever dreams come true, because those are not very fun. But if we treat it like aspirations and fears, I like that better. So we'll choose to treat it like that. All of your aspirations come true, but so do your nightmares. All of your aspirations come true, but so do everything you fear. I think that's not worth it. Because I don't know, maybe I'm just like a worrier, but I can think of a lot of things that can go wrong. You know? I can think of an awful lot of things that can go wrong in your life. So I don't want all of those to come true. Because I feel like that would sabotage literally any aspiration I could possibly have. Right? Because like, for example, just like even the most like simple basic one, it's like, oh, my aspiration is to you know, get married to the love of your life and have a long life with them in which you're happy. Okay, cool, that comes true. Boom, nightmare, your loved one gets ill 2 days after the wedding and they die a month later. Like, right? It would just instantly sabotage anything that could come true, wouldn't it? So you shouldn't push it, because I feel like a lot of the things that will be your nightmares will make your dreams unsalvageable, right? Infinite doom spiral. Yeah, exactly. I just feel like a lot of the stuff that is bad enough to fear is so bad that it's stuff you can't come back from. Like if a loved one dies, then any dream that you had related to them goes with it. So like, I feel like, oh, your dream of starting a multi-million-dollar company and you become super rich. Oh, but you're arrested because someone at your company commits fraud and puts it all on you. It's like, oh, cool. Well, there goes that dream then. Like everything that you can possibly come up with has a worry attached to it that would throw it all the work out the window, wouldn't it? Right? So I feel like you shouldn't push the button. This is one of those genie tricks. This is one of those monkey paw curling things. I don't think you should push this button, guys. I'm gonna choose to not pick it because I don't. Maybe that confirms my status as chronic worrier, but I'm not picking it. Really? Oh wait, no. Okay, most people didn't. Okay, good. I mean, 41% is still pretty high. Maybe they're not They're not thinking it through like we are. Okay, you can travel at the speed of light, but you will become very hyperactive and you'll find it very difficult to sleep. Now why would I want to travel at the speed of light? I don't have any use for that talent. Why would I want to go that fast? I mean, like, instant teleportation would be cool. Like, you would never have to be in traffic again. You could just instantly teleport places you wanted to go. You could vacation super easily. That would be nice. But travel at the speed of light is a totally different beast than just teleporting or running super fast like the Flash or something like that. Travel at the speed of light is like leaving this solar system. I don't need to do that. I don't have any purpose for that. Does it let me go back in time? A lot of science fiction things say that if you travel at the speed of light, you go back in time. Do I get time control powers? Is that what they're trying to say? I don't think this one's worth it at all. I'm gonna say no. Is this gonna be a stream where we just realize that I'm like really boring? And I would just be like, I don't need that incredible, miraculous superpower. I would not. Yeah, I don't need to travel at the speed of light. It'd be cool to teleport, but I don't need to travel at the speed of light. I feel like there's a lot of downsides. Lots of people wanted to travel at the speed of light. Really? Maybe they're imagining it means teleport. It really doesn't mean teleport. It would be really difficult to control. I mean, I guess we could say that, like, the fact that we're gaining the ability to travel at the speed of light means we get the things that will let us survive it and control it with it. We could probably say that. But I still don't think I need to travel at the speed of light. I'm good. I don't need to do that. For now, a car will be fine. You get one wish and magical powers. Hold on. Excuse me. And magical powers? What magical powers? I mean, I guess you could go around the planet at that speed, but like, great, I can drive my Ferrari around my tiny Valkyrie. Yeah, you get so bored of it. You'd be like, oh, cool, I can go at the speed of light. And I feel like moving that fast would like damage the things around you, no? Wouldn't it? Like, you'd like, how would you even control it? You'd like carve a hole in things. I feel like you'd like blow up entire cities just by trying to do it. Anyways, you get one wish and magical powers, but you must use those powers to risk your life and fight witches. This is incredibly hilarious to me. I don't know why. I love the choice of witches for some reason. That's who we're fighting. We're fighting witches, specifically witches. Okay, hang on. But what if I get magical powers? Now it just says magical powers, so I'm assuming like, you know, maybe like flight and shooting lightning bolts and telekinesis and stuff like that, right? Teleportation. So we just get some magical powers. It says magical powers, plural, right? So not just one. So we become superhuman and we get one wish, but we have to fight witches. So what if I go, cool, I get magical powers, and then I go, my one wish is I wish that no witches existed. Problem solved. Now I just have free magical powers, right? Easy. I feel like this one's solved. Using magic powers for no. That's what they want me to do. They want me to use my magic powers for witches side. They want me to go and fight witches and murder them all. That's what they want me to do. I'm just wishing them all out of existence. They never existed. And since they never existed, I'm not killing them. They didn't exist at all ever. They were never a thing. I'm using my wish for witches side. Listen. Listen, the longer we sit here and do will you press the button, the more we realize that a lot of these come down to will you commit genocide or not. And sometimes the answer is going to have to be yes. Yeah, see, it's all 69, nice. 69% of people are on board with my witch genocide. Listen, I'm a wizard, so I'm not included in that. I'm good. What if I befriended the witches too? Some of them have to be nice, right? Doesn't say that they're all evil witches. They could be nice. I just have to fight some witches. Doesn't mean I have to fight all witches. Some of them could be all right. And then if they're all evil, then we just wish them out of existence. We have a witch nuke that we just keep in our back pocket. They wouldn't be able to fight us because I could just wish them out of existence. So I would just tell them, hey, I've got a wish that will delete you all. So stop fighting me. We've got nuclear deterrence with witches. we've reinvented nuclear deterrence, but with witches and magic powers and genie wish. This is truly what Metal Gear Solid was all about. Will you press the button? You are immune from spoilers. Does that mean I'll never see another spoiler again? But but you will have to make a Tumblr page of you answering questions as a pony? I mean, what kind of questions do I have to answer? Are they going to be really weird? Yes, that's the rules of an Ask blog. The rules of an Ask blog are that you have to be a pony. I could probably do it. It'd probably be entertaining for a little bit. How long do I have to do this for to get my spoiler immunity? I don't care too much about spoilers, to be honest. Sometimes a good spoiler will make me actually want to go like look at something. When I hear something cool happened in a show, I'll be like, actually, maybe I should go watch that show. So I'm never like too mad at spoilers. There's been a couple spoilers in my life that have annoyed me, but not all of them. I wouldn't say. Not all my spoilers are super annoying. I guess, yeah, you have to do the page for as long as you want to not be spoiled. I mean, well, could I turn it off and on? Because that would be kind of sick. I just go answer a couple questions on Tumblr, and when something I really like comes out, and that I don't want to be spoiled on, whenever that comes out, I just go and start answering questions on Tumblr again. But once I've like watched that movie or played that video game or something, or read that book, then I just stop doing the page again until I need it again. It's like having it in your back pocket. Spoiler immunity in your back pocket. You just gotta do a couple little My Little Pony questions. Yeah. Okay, I'd push it. Okay, I see we're in the minority here. Most people just don't really like ponies, I think. Which, fair enough. That's valid. Okay, hang on. This one's interesting. You could fly, but you'd be ugly. But I'm already ugly, so I just gained the ability to fly. Perfect. Hell yeah. Sick. It's free. I mean, I don't want to be like repulsive. Would it change like, I don't know. I got people to consider here. I got a loved one that I don't want to think that I'm ugly, because then they would be less inclined to stay with me, you know? So I also don't really think I need to fly that bad. Like, what kind of flight are we talking here? We're talking like Superman flight where you can go really fast around the world? Or are we talking like I can fly at the same speed that I can like run? Do I get tired when I fly? Am I like flapping my wings? What kind of flight are we talking? Am I sitting on like a magic carpet? Like, what's going on? Yeah, it'd have to be Superman flight, like flying to the other side of the planet in like a couple minutes to be worth it. I agree on that. You're correct. Let's see. I'm gonna say no. I don't know really what ugly means necessarily also, but I don't want people to consider me ugly. I'd prefer that people that the person that I like would consider me not ugly. I'm gonna say no on that one. But I think there are upsides to both. I understand people who pushed it. Will you press the button? You can turn invisible whenever you want for as long as you want. Okay, they're giving us limitless powers. Pretty good. But everyone forgets you ever existed until you become visible again. I don't think that's all that bad, right? Because I can just turn invisible again. And I wouldn't need to use it like a lot, right? You wouldn't be invisible for like days on end. Like an hour max, right? I don't really know what I'd use invisibility for, though, to be honest. I mean, like, you could use it for crime, I guess, but I don't really have any desire to commit crime. The memory hole, I think, is just fun just for the sake of it, but I don't know. I wouldn't want people to forget I exist and then do something. You pressing this one? I understand that. I just don't... I'm trying to think of things I'd use invisibility for, and I'm coming up blank. I guess you could like steal things, but I don't really want to do that all that much. You could commit a lot of pranks, I guess. Everyone forgets you ever existed. Now this would be pretty interesting. Honestly, this one would almost be fun to press just to experiment with it. Like, what happens if I advertise a show, like a magic show in Las Vegas, where I'm like the amazing Charlemagne, and I go up on stage and everybody's paid to see me, and then I turn invisible? What happens then? They forget I exist, and they all just go, "What the fuck? Why am I here? What show is this?" That's what I want to experiment. I want to mess with people like that. And then I reappear, and then they're like, "Oh, it's you!" And do they forget that I went invisible? Because they forgot I existed, right? So do they not recognize that I ever went invisible at all? Like, would they just like almost feel like they blinked instead? Like they wouldn't even remember? Because that's an interesting side to the power, right? If people forget you exist, then you could never be to blame for anything that you did while you're invisible, if it's like an actual memory hole. So this would be very good for crime, because you could literally never get caught. Interesting. I don't think I'd push it though. I don't really have a desire to be invisible. It would just be interesting. You know what? Let's push it just because it'd be interesting to mess around with. It'd be fun. 83% of people. Dear Twitch, I'd never condone crime, but I'm pressing the button. Yeah, that's basically what I just did right there. 83% of people. Interesting. That's huge. Yeah, it's okay. I'll just turn invisible and Twitch will forget I exist. Can't break any TOS if they don't know who I am. That's a pretty high number. 83% is pretty high. I guess people didn't really see the downsides of this. Hang on. You would get all games on Steam for free, but you can only play them offline. There's no downside to this. I have my Steam set to always offline anyway. I mostly play single player games anyway. I don't think this is much of a downside. If there was a game that I wanted to play online, You've already pressed this button. True. Yeah. This button already exists. Yeah, this is a real button already. It already exists. I know exactly what you're talking about. Could I, if okay, theoretically, if I was doing this, right? I don't think I'd push it just because I don't really. Most games on Steam are probably not very good. And the ones that I do want, I kind of already have them all. I don't think there's anything that I really badly want on Steam right now. Anyway, theoretically, if there was something that I really wanted to play online, could I just like refund it and then buy it? Like with physical money and then play it online? I mean, I'd probably do it. There's no downside. I don't really play online games anyway. Hang on. Be skinny for the rest of your lifter, my life, but never eat chocolate. This is just real life. Don't eat junk food and be skinny for the rest of your life. This is just what happens in real life. Isn't this just a real thing already? It's not a button. This is life. I mean, chocolate's not really that bad for you unless you're eating like specific types of chocolate or like a lot of chocolate. Like if you're eating like a chocolate cake every day, then yeah. But like just like a square of dark chocolate is not unhealthy for you. I don't know. I think I'd be fine with this. If it meant that, wait, what does it mean by skinny? Does it mean like emaciated? Am I like a marathon runner? Like skeleton? Well, I'm already a skeleton, so I guess that doesn't matter. But so can I be a muscle skeleton? Can I be muscular skinny? Or am I just like a twig and like really weak? What does it mean by skinny? Does skinny mean fit and athletic here? Or does skinny mean sickly and thin? What does it mean? Because if this was just like free athleticism and you just trade chocolate in for it, that'd be kind of sick. You'd probably really value that later in life. The older you get, the better this button would be, right? There's people who are like allergic to chocolate. They don't eat chocolate already, right? They survive. I think I'd survive without chocolate. And this would probably be really nice when you get older. I'm gonna push it. I would push it. That was a pretty even split. That was about 50-50. Interesting. I didn't think chocolate had that kind of pull, but I guess it's a classic for a reason. Okay. Any show, movie, or video game series in your mind will become real and credited to you. Nah, that's sick. That is pretty cool. That's pretty sick. I got a lot of things in my brain. So this would be a highly valuable one for me. I would like this one. But someone else will steal your idea to make millions off of it. So what are we doing here then? What's this then? Someone else will steal all of my ideas and make millions off of it? I'm confused. If it's credited to me, how did they steal it? Do they steal one idea? Because they can have one idea if they want. I'm fine with that. If somebody steals one idea from me, but I get to keep the other ones, that's fine. But it has my name on it, right? Is it not credited to me? I don't get this one. This one's kind of contradictory to itself. I mean, I feel like it would just be fun to see all my little ideas be real, even if I didn't make any money off of it. I would enjoy it. So I think I'd just push it just for the sake of it. If somebody else wants to take one of those ideas and makes a million off of it, that's fine. They can make a million off of it. Go ahead. Just says steal your singular idea. So I don't know. Maybe every time I think of one of these, someone steals it. That's fine. As long as they exist, that's cool. I'm alright with that. Alright. You have the ability to fly at speeds up to 150 miles per hour, but you have no legs? I don't know. The ability to fly around that fast is mostly so that I can go to different places so that I can walk around those places, isn't it? I don't know. I kind of like having legs. I don't think I need to. Again, I don't really need to fly. I'm alright. You have no legs. This is a difficult one. I could kind of see. Can I bring people with me when I fly that fast? Because if I could bring somebody with me, then they could push me around in a wheelchair. That'd be nice. Then I'd be cool with it. But I don't think I'm sacrificing my legs just for the ability to fly. I don't think that's worth it. Ooh, pretty even split. I guess people are. This is a divisive one. What? Hang on. You get the house of your dreams, but you can never watch any show ever again. Like any TV show? Most TV shows are bad anyway. But I do like a select few. There are a few shows that I like. I just rewatch them a lot. And there's probably, at least throughout the rest of my lifetime, there will probably be at least one other show that's good enough to make that list. And I'd want to watch it. But House of Your Dreams, that is getting more and more rare in this economy. So that would be kind of nice. Never watch any show again. I don't know. I don't really need to watch shows, so this one's pretty difficult. It's kind of a coin flip. There are some things that I do enjoy though. Never watch True Detective season 1 again? That'd be brutal. Never watch The Bear again? That'd be brutal. Do we think movies encompassed into show, or is it just TV show? I don't need the house of my dreams. I just need a good house. That's all right. I don't need the perfect house. Just a good one is fine. Doesn't say that I won't get a good one. I won't press it. Most people didn't press it. Most people like their shows. I mean, it does sound a little pathetic, but there are some shows that I really like. And I don't need like a McMansion. I guess no, it's the house of my dreams. I probably should have pushed it. So it wouldn't be a McMansion if it was the house of my dreams. You will become immensely successful in the field of your choosing, i.e. science, philosophy, business, etc. But you will go through life watching everyone around you slowly drift away from you, and your success will be your downfall? What's the point? What's the point of pushing it? Huh? So that I can be happy for a little bit, and then everyone will hate me and I will destroy my life? That doesn't sound very fun. I don't need to be immensely successful if it means that my life falls apart. No, thank you. We're gonna take the healthy choice and not push the button. I think it would be kind of crazy to push this button. Sure, it'd be nice to be immensely successful, but not at the cost of everything else that's important. This is the stuff that would be actually important. I feel like this is like the classic like structure, right? This is the classic person gets famous structure where they alienate everybody around them and cut themselves off from society and then fall apart and die alone. I don't think we need to willfully participate in that cautionary tale, do we? No. Okay, 70% of people are saying that. Good. Oh, hang on. Metal Gear Solid? Hello? Snake? Snake? Metal Gear. You get to sneak around in a cardboard box, but if you get spotted, the cardboard box gets taken away? Is this just saying you get a free cardboard box, but if people see you in the cardboard box, they take it away? I didn't have a cardboard box at the beginning, so this is just a free cardboard box that you get to sneak around in. And if somebody sees you, then they just take it back, and you're back to what you were. Why would you not press this? It's just a free box. Free box. Sure. Yeah, 67% of people clicked it. I can understand that. Excuse me? Excuse me? Excuse me button? What is this question? Excuse me? Huh? You can kill whoever you want, but you have to have a finger cut off? I don't want to kill anyone. What? Huh? Do people have people that they want to kill? I guess this is essentially saying that you can only kill 10 people, but I don't have 10 people that I want to kill. I guess you probably wouldn't miss your pinkies or your whatever finger you cut off like that much, right? If you really needed to, you'd be all right with 1 or 2. You start to miss them after 2, I think. You start to miss your fingers. But I don't have anyone that I want to kill. I don't think that's very valuable. So I'm gonna say no. I will not push that button. 60% of people agree. Good. That's good. That's a good thing. Wait, what? No, this is the best button ever. Excuse me? What? I mean, okay. I guess if we were getting really granular. But first, okay, let's read the question first. Half the world's mosquito population dies instantly. So, net positive. Get it? Because mosquito net. But the world's bee population doubles. That's a good thing. That's a good thing, right? We want more bees. It's a bad thing that bees are going away. I see this as an absolute win, right? This is nothing but good. Fuck mosquitoes. Bees instead. Hell yeah. I mean, technically there could be some sort of ecological disaster that occurs when we erase half the mosquito population. A bunch of frogs will get dead or something like that. They'll starve. Oh well. The frogs are just gonna have to take one for the team on this one. Fuck mosquitoes. Hell yeah, 73% of people agree. Very based. 73% people. Hell yeah. Why would you want all this? What is wrong with people who push these buttons? You can get any woman / man in the world. What do you mean get? Like date them? Have sex? Is that what that means? Get? Obtain? Gotcha? Are we doing gotcha with people now? You can get any man in the world, any woman or man in the world, but never your true love. Well, what's the point? What's the point, bros? What's the point? Huh? No. We're all good. I already have the only person that I want, so I'm good. I don't need this button at all. Never mind. I scrolled down and the first comment was, that's called prostitution. Yeah. True. I don't need this button. I don't need this button, period. But I still, even if I needed it, I probably wouldn't push it. I'm all good here. Good in this. Yeah, good. 60% of people didn't push it. That's good. That's good. What is the point of this? Hang on. You can have any video game you want, but you know the entirety of the game's story before playing it, including how it ends. Well, then what's the point? Isn't part of the fun? I mean, I guess I'm a big story guy. I like stories. I like writing. So maybe this would affect me more. But if it was like some game that didn't really have a story that mattered, like if you were like the kind of person who really likes Counter-Strike or something, I guess this wouldn't matter. But I don't know. I like stories. So this would probably harm me more so than other people potentially, but I would not push this. I like stories. Again, spoilers aren't that bad, like for like big moments of blah 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 kills blah blah blah, right? That's one thing. But knowing the entire story of something, I don't want that. Like that's worse than just a spoiler. A little spoiler of like just like one big moment from a story, that can be okay sometimes. Sometimes it sucks when the story like relies on that spoiler. That can suck, but if it's just like something minor, then it's not the end of the world. Whereas knowing the entire story, I definitely wouldn't want that. So we're not pushing this one. This is gonna be a huge no. Really? 60% of people care that little about a story? I mean, I guess it's video games, and a lot of video game stories are pretty bad. But still, the games that I would want are the ones that have the good stories. So, you know, kind of defeats the purpose. Let's move on. I'm assuming this means you become creator of the best technology of the century and become really famous. But when people buy your product, your bank budget goes down and minuses instead of increases. Who wrote this one? Who wrote this one? This one's in broken English. Who wrote this one? This one translated from like German or something like that. Why would you want this? You become super famous and have the best technology of the century, so everyone's gonna be buying it, right? It's the new iPhone, it's the new whatever, right? Everyone's gonna want one. Millions of people will be buying it, whatever it is. But every time somebody buys it, the balance goes down instead of up. Why would I want that? Isn't that just placing a curse on myself? All you're gaining is fame, but then you're just famous for being really, really broke because you're a genius engineer, but you're such a complete moron at finance that you somehow inverted standard business practices. That's what you go down in history for. There'd just be a bunch of like 50 years later, maybe even 100 years later, there'd be a bunch of people in like economics class, and you'd be in the textbook as the teacher is trying to explain to their students how you fucked up so completely royally that every time somebody bought your product, the amount of money they spent on it was subtracted from your bank balance. They'd be like teaching you as a case study for like what not to do in finance and economics. You'd be in every business 101 class as like wearing a little dunce cap in their textbooks. No, thank you. I'll pass on that one. I'm good. I don't need to be known for being the biggest moron to ever do business in the world. Okay, hang on. Your showers will always be the perfect temperature, but you have to take an ice bath once a month. I mean, an ice bath can be kind of nice sometimes. But are your showers not always the perfect temperature? I mean, like my brother in Christ, you get to set the temperature, right? Like you control the knob. You control the knob on the shower. So like surely it's always your right temperature, right? Are people out there having unoptimal showers because they're just like, I can't figure out the knob? Is that what's going on here? Am I living some sort of life that's... Do I have a silver spoon in my mouth that I didn't realize I had? What's going on here? Are people out there suffering? I mean, I guess sometimes the temperature will change on you, but... like... it's not that bad, is it? The temperature fluctuates a little bit? Your showers will always be the perfect temperature? I mean... that's also not that bad if it's a little too hot or a little too cold or... whatever. That's not the end of the world either. This is... I don't mind taking an ice bath once a month, but I wouldn't want to have to take one once a month. So I don't see any point in this at all. 57% of people really value the perfect temperature shower that much. Well, showers can be good for you guys. It's all right if your shower's a little cold. It's good for you. Let's see, hang on. You will become a wealthy business owner with a payment of $200,000 a year. That's in this economy with this website been adjusted for inflation. Maybe up that to 500, 600. Then we'll talk. You will become a wealthy business owner with a payment of $200,000 a year. But you will work 95 hours a week. Isn't this just some people's life? This is just like a people's life, right? I mean, that's not that much anymore. It's not like it's nice. It's nice. It's certainly not bad, but I don't know. I mean, am I guaranteed to never fail at being a wealthy business owner? Because that'd be nice. Like, just as long as I put in the hours, I'm always gonna make a decently consistent amount of money. That'd be pretty neat. I would probably lose a lot of spare time though. Because this is just the time you're working, and a lot of people do a lot of work outside of work too, right? Especially if I'm a wealthy business owner, I might have to. So in addition to the 95 hours that I actually work, I might have to do more. I think I'm all right. I think I'll pass. I don't need to be a wealthy business owner. That'd probably just be stressful. I'm okay. Excuse me? What's this question? You get to change and keep your hair to whatever length and style you want, whenever you want, but your head and hair will smell like a mix of cheeses? No? They give you the cheese touch? Is that what this is? No, thank you. I don't want that. I don't want cheese head. I'll be all right. My hair's fine. I don't have any. I'm a skeleton. So it's all good. We're all good here. Problem solved. 84% of people. Is that the highest we've seen all be unanimous so far? 84% of people don't want this cheese touch. I can agree with them on that one. They're very valid for that. Okay. You have the ability to possess anyone and switch back to your own body whenever you want. But the person you possess goes into your body. Okay, that's actually pretty interesting. Could you could mitigate this. You could mitigate this 100%. Right? Okay, you could mitigate any problems this would cause really easily, right? So what you do is you build a room that just has only one door and it has a lock on the inside, and the lock is password protected with a password or number combination, right? And then you go into your room, you lock it, you know the password to leave, and then you switch and possess the other person. Because it says whenever you want, so it doesn't, it's like remote, it's done remotely. And then the person goes into your body, but they're locked in the room, so they can't do anything bad as you. Because they're just locked in a room for a little bit. You could leave some food in there, right? But they're locked in. They can't go and do anything bad in your body. They're in their little padded cell, right? And then you would go do what you need to do. And then when you switch back, you know the password and you just leave. You could mitigate this one. You could game this one really easily. And the downside is drastically reduced. Because the thing you would worry about is what they would do with your body, right? While they're in it. They'd probably just think that they were having a really weird dream. So what you do is you just, before you switch back out of their body, you go lie them down in bed, and then you switch back, and they would snap back into their body, and they would wake up in bed, and they just assume that they like passed out and had a weird dream. Boom. Easy. Completely mitigated. We solved this one. We cracked it. Now again, I don't know why I'd want to possess anybody's body. I don't really have any purpose for that power, but I like to game these. Do we min-max that enough? Is it all good? Do we strategize that one out? Problem solved? Okay. I mean, if it doesn't have any downside, because you could have the power but just not use it, and then you just still be living your life as normal, right? But you'd have an extra power in case you ever really needed it. So I guess there's no downside as long as you're not using it. It's not like you're permanently ugly like that flight one, even if you're not using your flight. For this one, you're not using it, so you don't get the downside. Plus, you could mitigate the downside if you needed it. So there's no downside at all. We just push the button just to gain a magical power in case we ever need it. I can't think of any ways I would need it right now, but in the future you might. Some really valuable ones. So let's push that button. 63%. I guess maybe some other people figured out my my mitigation tactic. You could even like leave some stuff in that room, like some magazines or like a TV and stuff, and like put some weird messages on the wall that make it like seem a little dreamlike, and you could totally trick them into thinking they were having a weird dream. Just put something weird on the TV, like make it feel like it's Twin Peaks or something like that. Drape the whole room in red velvet and have some weird message playing on the TV. And they would just be like, yeah, I had some weird fever dream, man. I was in some other body and I was watching like a weird TV thing. Yeah, you could totally do that. It would work. It would 100% work. Okay. You get a sweet pet parrot, but all it does is talk shit about you. Well, then it's not very sweet, is it? It's not very sweet at all, is it? If it just talks smack about me, it's not a very sweet pet parrot, is it? I mean, it'd be kind of funny for a little bit. It would be annoying pretty much the second day, though. It'd be funny the first day. The second day, it would immediately get annoying. So I'm gonna say probably no. Plus, I don't know how to take care of a parrot, and I don't want to have to learn, just so that he can shit talk me all day. No thanks. That's the thanks I get for learning how to take care of a pet parrot, is that he just talks smack. No. Yeah, most people didn't press it. Yeah, exactly. Because he stops being a sweet pet parrot the second he just talks smack about you all the time. Oh, we got this one already. Move on. I love these like Half-Light deranged ones that are just like some intrusive thought somebody had in their head. These ones are really funny to me. You can kill the person you hate most without getting in trouble or anybody knowing, but You have to eat the corpse, excluding the bones. Excuse me, excluding the bones. Bones are lovely. What's wrong with the bones? Hmm? Hmm? This is who thought this one up? Hmm? What kind of intrusive thoughts is this person having? Are they in jail right now? This was probably made like 7 years ago. Is this person in jail right now? What do we think? Probably, right? You can kill I don't have any person that I hate most. I mean, everybody has people they don't particularly like, but like it doesn't mean that I would want them dead. Without getting in trouble or anybody knowing. No, I'm good. I don't want to have to eat the corpse, man. You'd probably get like a disease. It's not worth it. No. 70%. Okay. Whew. I mean, 30% is still a little worryingly high, but still. Phew. Oh, excuse me? You press this button, but it doesn't work. Okay, I press it then. There is world peace for an infinite period of time, but The Simpsons never existed. Double bonus. Press it. Boom. Goodbye, Simpsons. I mean, like, sure, the old stuff is good, but the new stuff for like the past 10 years, garbage. So we're fine. All right. You ride a motorcycle that never crashes. The motorcycle never crashes. Can I still crash? Even if the motorcycle doesn't? Like, the motorcycle is perfectly fine, but I go flying off into somebody's windshield. You ride a motorcycle that never crashes, but you can never ride in anything else with wheels or airplanes. No. So you just get a motorcycle? Why would you want that? You can never leave your country, basically. And you can never go on vacation ever. But you have a motorcycle that never crashes? Isn't the goal when you have a motorcycle to not crash anyway? No, I don't want this. Motorcycle just seems like it's annoying too. I just, like, cars are already annoying enough. I don't want a motorcycle also. No, thank you. No, I don't want this one. This is just a double curse. 61% of people, good. Excuse me? Are these things related? You live in Hawaii, but you have a unibrow. No thanks. Can I shave it? Can I just like shave once a week and it's not there? But and I get to live in Hawaii? I don't know if I necessarily like want to live in Hawaii, but like, can we just shave it? They should have added a little like a unibrow that you cannot shave. That would have made this more of a question. I mean, yeah, if I can shave it, then yeah, go ahead. Is the Wi-Fi good in Hawaii? Excuse me? Okay, hang on. All the people of every nation, race, and belief will unite and create a near harmony. No conflict between nations, but misery will still be there, such as pollution and disease. Well, as long as misery's still there. I like my girl Misery, as long as she's still there. But the internet will be removed forever. Is this implying some sort of thing? Is this implying something? Internet's gone? Plus, bonus? Sounds good. Internet's gone? All the people of and everybody's at peace? Just because you deleted the internet? Everybody's at peace because we deleted the internet? Is that what this is trying to say? Internet's gone forever? Smash, smash, smash. Internet's gone forever. I see we were in the minority of that one. People like their internet, huh? You can be any superhero you wish. Now, does that mean I have to like go into their body? Like, would I like become Peter Parker, or would I just gain Spider-Man's powers and like have his suit? Like, would I be Spider-Man, or would I become like a different person? It'd be cool to have a superpower. That'd be nice. Teleportation, flying, just be Superman. Get all of those powers, that'd be pretty good. But every 20 hours, you must use your secret identity. I mean, I would be using it anyway, right? Probably be using it every 20 hours. And if I'm picking somebody who's like really fast then and like really invincible, then there wouldn't be much downside to using my secret identity. This is a push. This is definitely a push. Free superpowers. Hold on, what? You can meet any celebrity, dead or alive, okay? But they will act as if you are not there. So is it really meeting them then? Is it? Is it meeting them then? Or is it just standing near them? I might as well be looking at a picture or a video of them then, right? Right? I might as well just look at a picture if they don't know I'm there. I'm not meeting them. You can't talk to them. They won't acknowledge your presence. Is this just like existing in a room near them? You might as well just look at a picture. Huh? Why would you, what would be the upside of this? Can someone explain the upside to me? What's the upside of being in a room with a celebrity? I don't, this should be, if the universe was a normal and well-adjusted place, this question should be 100% everyone didn't push it. Because what's the point? You get to stand near a celebrity. You get to vaguely exist near a celebrity. This should be 0% pushed. What? 47% of people want to just stand vaguely near a celebrity? Why? What do you get out of that? Huh? I mean, at least the majority of people said no, but what? I'm very confused by that one. No, we saw this one already. Push. Goodbye, mosquitoes. Star in your very own TV show that will always get great reviews and make you lots of money. But that will be the only thing you'll ever do from the age you are now until you die. What do you mean by the only thing I'll ever do? Question. Do you mean like I'm like a little like slave? I'm like locked up in that studio and I don't get to leave and go home? I don't get to like read a book ever. I'm like a robot, and when I'm done filming the show, they just power me down until the next season's ready to go? Or does this mean the only thing I'll ever do as a career? I can still have like hobbies and interests and family and a life. Because if this is the only thing I ever do as a career, that's awesome. You just have this very successful career and a show that everyone loves. Why would you not want that? If it's the only, I mean, like, sure, some people love their other job that they have, sure. And maybe they'd say no to that, but like, it gets you lots of money, so it's just guaranteed to get you a lot of money. And it's your very own TV show, so it'll be some show that obviously interests you and you enjoy making. And it gets a great review, so it'll be a good show that everyone loves. There's no downside to this. Push, push, push. 50%, 50-50, an even split? I guess maybe people are thinking that it's literally the only thing you'll ever do. In that case, it's reasonable to not pick it, but if we're just saying that this is being a little bit hyperbolic, then there's no reason not to pick it. Excuse me? Huh? This is the plot of an anime, right? Okay, tell me this is not just some isekai manga. Right? You and your family gain immortality and never age, but you are reduced to a very young child of the opposite gender and will be treated as such. This is a manga. It already exists. Somebody's already made this. This already exists as a manga. Tell me that it doesn't. This is an isekai anime that already exists, I swear. No, I don't think I want to be reduced to a young child forever. That would probably suck. You'd probably be fine with it for a little bit. It wouldn't annoy you too much. You'd be kind of just happy that you're immortal. But you're immortal. You're never aging and never dying. You'd probably go through phases. You'd be like, at first you'd be like, oh, it's cool that I'm immortal now and I can't die. And you'd be kind of like high on that for a little bit. And then you start to realize the limits of what you can do, that you're a young child. And you start to get really annoyed with all those limits. And then you would probably like spiral into a depression. I think you'd be like, this sucks. Why did I do this? I can't even die to get out of this. I'm this forever. And then maybe like 7,000 years later, you'd get over it. When they invent some cool VR thing that lets you be a normal person again, then you get over it. I'm good. It would be interesting, certainly. To see the rest of time would be interesting. Absolutely. But it would be a curse. You can go back in time and change one mistake, but you will lose. Huh? You will lose and be unable to get back any profit you may have gotten from this mistake. Huh? So, okay, for example, if we're like, okay, I go back in time and I get some Bitcoin back when it was free, basically. Right? But then you just lose and you don't get any profit from it. And by profit, they don't just mean monetary, like they just mean like any benefit, right? So what's the point in going back to fix it? Just going back in time just to see what's back in time? Because you lose. You don't get any of the upside for it, so that's pointless. 45% of people. What are these 45% of people thinking? Huh? Excuse me? Become great at any online computer game. Well, I'm not that, so I could gain that. But everyone will think you hacked / cheated, and they will all say off. What's the point? Why would I want that? Huh? I become really good at it, but if everyone thinks I'm a hacker or a cheater, then you can't possibly profit off of being good at anything. And no one will actually think you're good at it. They'll all just think you're cheating. So you'll be good at it, but you'll just get banned from the game. And then you won't be able to play the one thing you're good at. No, what's the point? And you have a bunch of people being mean about your mom? No thanks. I guess if you hated your mom, then I guess that would make that not as bad. What? Huh? Huh? What? 61% of people would want to become good at a computer game, like becoming good at Valorant, just so that everyone can think that they cheated at it? Huh? And have everyone say awful things about your mom? Huh? Excuse me, people? Excuse me, 61% of people? Are you mentally well? Huh? That's baffling to me. What? I can't even wrap my head around that. I'm like stunned into silence. What would be the upside? I'm trying to think of like an upside to this. I can't think of any upside. Because, okay, the things you can do with being good at an online computer game, you can go pro or whatever, right? Which it just says you're great at it, not that you're the best. So it's not like you'd be guaranteed to win every tournament. You'd just be good at it, good enough to go pro or something like that. But then everyone will just think you cheated, so you'd be thrown out of any tournaments or teams you were on. So that would be pointless. If everyone thinks you hacked and cheated, then the people who run the online computer game would think so too, and they would ban you, so you wouldn't be able to play the game you're good at. It says any game, so you can move on to the next one, but then the process would repeat, and you would become known as that guy who cheats at every game, and people would not like you. You get canceled on Twitter. So you wouldn't even be able to have fun and play the games you're good at, because you just keep getting banned. So it's not even just like for your own personal self-enjoyment of being good at something, because you wouldn't even be able to do it. And you wouldn't be able to make any money off of it, because anything that you would win would be immediately removed. You'd get stricken as soon as they figure out you cheated, which is what they would all think you did. So no money, no personal satisfaction. People, you couldn't impress people with it because they would think that you're cheating. Who is this for? Who pushed yes? There were people just mashing through. Were they just skipping the button by pushing it? We're 61% of people just skipping it. I'm sorry, I'm still stuck on this one because I cannot figure it out. Huh? This one like broke my brain, I think. What in the world? Okay, let's move on. Let's move on. Let's move on. Okay. You have a photographic memory, but you can't remember the faces of the people you love. Like, I always forget them. Like, I can never remember them, because that's really bad. Or like just sometimes you forget their face, but that's still pretty bad. You're not forgetting them as a person, so you still know that you had a loved one. You would just forget specifically the details of their face. That's not that bad, but I don't know. I don't really need a photographic memory, to be honest. Like, it's useful, sure, for a lot of things, but I don't know if I need it. What they also never mention about photographic memories, you have all of the bad memories too are photographic, so maybe we don't want that. Yeah, 70% didn't pick it. Good. You can travel to any dimension / universe. Well, what if there aren't any? What if there aren't any other dimensions? That'd be an interesting discovery. You can travel to any dimension / universe, but you can never go back to the one already visited. Does that include my home one? Because that's bad if it includes my home one. Assuming that there are other dimensions / universes, then this would be fun and cool to explore. But I feel like you would die really quickly. You would you would accidentally go to the dimension that has fire for air, and everybody there can survive in it because that's how the universe works, but you would just instantly die. But I guess if I can travel to any dimension, maybe I'd be able to choose ahead of time to go to the ones that are safe. I guess we could say the power works like that. But if it includes my home dimension, absolutely not. You get Half-Life 3 right now, no bullshit, but it's an Xbox One exclusive. I mean, I don't really have any strong feelings about Half-Life, to be honest. I don't know if that's like sacrilege to say, but I really don't. I don't really have any strong feelings about Half-Life. If they never come out with Half-Life 3, I would not be devastated by that. I would be like, okay, sure. I mean, they're fine enough games. They're fun, but they're not like mind blowing. They're just like pretty all right. I don't think I need Half-Life 3. But I would just push it because I wouldn't really care if it's Xbox One exclusive. I never really bought Xbox consoles, but at least some people would get it. I don't really care about it, so why would I deny other people it, right? Some people would get it on Xbox. And if I don't care either way, then I might as well give it to them. I'd be an asshole to say I will not if I don't care about Half-Life 3. Sure, yeah, you guys can have Half-Life 3. And if it's Xbox One exclusive, then I guess you're all buying Xboxes. Go ahead. Excuse me? Button, you're so scandalous tonight. You can sleep with any woman you like, but you can't orgasm. Well, there's only one woman that I want to sleep with, so I'm good. I'm fine. I don't need this button. Pass. Hard pass. Button, seriously, my man. Relax. Button got a little risque all of a sudden. You have the best romance of your life plus great sex, but it has to be with the girl or guy in the closest proximity to you right now. I'm like alone here. I don't know who's closest to me, but it'd probably be like, I don't know, people in like the building next door. So probably pass. Probably pass. I'm already pretty happy in my relationship. I don't think I need that. I already got that. I already got this. I'm good. Pass. I'm good. Yeah, 66% of people didn't want to get randomly hooked up with someone in the building, in the same building. Fair enough. Okay. Okay, this one's interesting. This one's very interesting. I like this one a lot. This one's got some real trade-offs. This one's juicy. You gain the ability to shapeshift into anything, but once every month you must take a stereotypical internet addict to the prom in the living form of their wife. That's interesting. That one's very interesting. Having the ability to shapeshift into anything would be really cool. There's so much fun stuff you could do with that. I mean, there's a lot of crime you could do with that, sure, but there's a lot of fun things you could do with that too. It'd just be a cool power to have, just generally. Useful, fun, good for crime. The once a month thing. Once a month is not that bad. It'd start to get annoying. I imagine though, at the very least, some of these stereotypical internet addicts would be okay. Some of them are okay people, probably, right? You get a couple ones that were really awful to have to hang out with, but it doesn't say you have to do anything else. You just have to take them to prom, hang out with them a little bit. It doesn't say you don't have to do anything but accompany them, right? So you just go with them, hang out. But how long's prom? A couple hours? You go home. It's not that bad. Can I make them pay for it? Can I add a price tag to it? Because then it'd be really worth it. I'm offering a premium service here. Prom wife. Right? Yeah, you add a price tag to it. Some of these people would go pretty far for their waifus, right? I would do it. Just because I think it'd be funny. It'd be funny. Yeah, for the jokes. That's what we do it for the joke. Seems the internet is in agreement with me. Oh, this is one of those like depressing ones. You will live a good and peaceful life, but the person you love most won't be a part of it. Now see, for people who specific, I guess everybody has a person they love most, but yeah, I would probably I guess there's a couple people who are completely alone in the world. They'd be okay with this one, but I don't know. I would want this no, I couldn't do that. Just couldn't do it. Will not. 66% of people. Okay, good. Most people are well adjusted. You can breathe underwater, and water pressure has no effect on your body, so you can swim as deep as you want without being crushed. Very topical. Very topical one. Thank you. Will you press the button? But you have to always have a container of water with you everywhere you go on land. Listen, I don't really think I have much purpose for breathing underwater. It's one of those things where it's like, I don't really need to breathe underwater. It's like, it'd be cool, but I think I'd probably run out of uses for it in like a month. Be cool to just like go snorkeling, I guess. But to be honest, a lot of underwater stuff sucks. I mean, like in tropical waters, it'd be nice to like not have to use a snorkel and a scuba equipment, but like that's like the only place to be worth it. So like, I don't know. I would not have enough uses for this to make it worth it. I will not. You get to be the captain of a spaceship, okay? Starship Enterprise, but you will always be running from the law. All right, so war criminal Captain Janeway. I mean, I don't want to always have to run from the law. They'll catch up with you eventually, right? Does the law also have spaceships? Probably, right? I think that's what we're assuming in this scenario. We're assuming that the law also has spaceships, because otherwise it'd just be like a bunch of normal cops on Earth, and we just, all right, see ya. Though, when we say captain of a spaceship, are we talking like in a science fiction universe where there's like other planets and aliens and stuff, and you get to go on space adventures? Are we talking captain of a spaceship in our current world? Because it's not that exciting in our current world. Ooh, I go to the moon. There's nothing there. Okay, you go back home, I guess, and then you get arrested. I'm assuming this means that we get to be in a sci-fi world, which would be cool, but that would also mean that the law would have spaceships too, and I don't want to run from the law my entire life. So no, thank you. I'm good. It'd be a good show, but I wouldn't want to be that. World peace is created with never-ending prosperity for all, but you die and no one will ever know what you did. I don't know. I'm kind of happy. This is the one where you look like an asshole if you don't push it, right? This is the button. They put it down in front of you, and then they make me look like a jerk. They make me look like a jerk. Now I have to push it, or everybody else blames me. Thanks, button. Now I get to be the bad guy when I don't push it, huh? I mean, I don't know. My life's all right. Sorry, everybody else who doesn't have never-ending prosperity. I don't really have never-ending prosperity either, but I don't know, man. I don't want to die. Sorry, guys. Sorry, guys. I'm taking the villain path. All right. You will be able to stop time for 30 minutes and do whatever you want, like once or like. What would be the point of this? This is another one of those ones where the but defeats the purpose of the initial thing. This is another genie trick. You will be able to stop time for 30 minutes and do whatever you want, but if you take anything while time is stopped, it becomes unusable and worthless when time starts again. So what's the point? I mean, sure, you could do some, I guess, cool things, but like anything I took, what does that even like involve? Like, I guess this discounts crime, and how would you use it if you weren't doing it for crime? You could use it to save your life, I guess. I mean, I guess it's just a free power if you just, I don't steal things anyway. So I guess that's fine. Like I'm already in a state of not stealing things, so gaining the ability to stop time and I still don't steal things, I guess that's all right, right? It would just be that your superpower has a caveat to keep you honest, which I guess that'd be fine. I'm like rationalizing it. I was like, oh well, you can't commit crime. I was like, yeah, I already don't commit crime. Cool. Oh yeah, I forgot about that part. I mean, I guess just take the power, right? Because you could use it in any ways that you needed to. You could use it to save your own life if you needed to, right? Save your life, save someone else's life. You could never be late for anything again, right? You just wouldn't be able to steal things with it or take anything that's not yours. So it would just keep you honest, which I guess is fine. I don't steal things anyway, so I guess we're pushing the button. Yeah, it's just free superpower. You can read minds at will, but you become illiterate. Then how do I read the minds if I'm illiterate? This one's kind of tough. I'll admit that. It is a little tough. But I do like reading and writing. I really like writing. So I think I gotta not push this one. Reading minds is cool. And it says at will. It's not always on, which is another really good thing to have included in your mind reading. If mind reading was always on, that'd be brutal. But if you could read it at will, that's a lot better. So it is a pretty good power. You could use it in a lot of useful ways. But becoming illiterate, does that mean I can never teach myself to read again? Or I just go back to the state of not being able to read? I guess it would kind of suck to have to teach yourself to read again. I don't know. Probably a lot of people don't read anyway. Don't read a whole lot anyway. But I guess, I don't know. I don't want to forget how to read. I don't want to become illiterate. I like reading and writing. What? I guess I could act on it. You know when anyone will die, but you can't tell anyone. Intriguing. That is very intriguing, I have to say. So, first things first, it would kind of suck to know when anyone will die. I'm assuming we get to like choose in our superpower. We look at a person and we decide, I want to know when that person dies, right? Or is it maybe like a spidey sense that happens right before if we're about to witness someone dying? No, it's probably like we look at a person and we can like see. We can like see when they're gonna die, right? You can see the countdown and the cause. But we can't tell anyone, so we couldn't actively warn anybody. But doesn't mean we have to. There are other ways to influence them. We can't tell them this is how you die, but we could still influence them in other ways, right? Like if I saw this person's going to die in a car accident today, right? I could just be like, stay home and try to influence them. They might not do it, but I could at least try to influence them, right? I could go out and puncture the tires of their car or something, right? But it doesn't say you can't do anything about it. It just says you can't tell anyone. So we could still theoretically affect the death. It's not like one of those like Final Destination things where you're always going to die. So like we could potentially still affect it. We can act. We can't tell them and have them act on it, but we can act on it, right? If you see someone's gonna die of, I don't know, heart disease, you can just like encourage them to eat healthy or something like that and work out. And then that might stretch out their timeline. Doesn't say we can't change it. I think this would be all right. If it was an always on type of power, like if every time we look at somebody, we know exactly when they're going to die, this would be really bad. And it would drive me insane and I would hate it. But if it's like, we have to like specifically sit down and choose that person with our power and designate, I want to know when this person dies, like we direct the power, then it's okay. It would probably still drive you a little insane, but you could probably avoid some deaths that were going to happen. You probably could. You might start to go insane trying to stop people from dying though. But that's okay. That's okay. That's a that's something where that's a burden we must accept. Okay. You can have the art style of whoever you want, but that person will cease to exist and you will take their place. Oh boy. I mean, I think I think that it'd be fine if they just continue to do this. I don't want to make somebody cease to exist. I think I would not want to do this. This is the button you keep on you. This is the nuke that you just completely obliterate some random artist. Salvador Dali, I'm coming for you. Push the button and just obliterate them. That'd be kind of wild. Suppose if it was someone who was alive, they wouldn't believe you that you had that kind of ability, would they? I'm just trying to think of like all the different applications. Like I don't think this one has much of an upside. I was trying to think of more upsides to it. But like I don't know. You could get the art style of a famous painter, but like that wouldn't necessarily give you their fame, right? Gustave Doré, I want your art style. Vincent van Gogh, give me your art style. It's like cool, but then what? Then what? It's all like a lot of these artists became famous like after they died. I guess you can get the art style of somebody who's currently alive that you just like their art, and then you can just draw art yourself. But if they're still alive, they probably take commissions, no? You would need to delete them from existence. That'd be pretty harsh. This is AI. This is AI art right here, right? This is the deal with the devil for AI art, right? Next. No, thank you. I'm not pushing it. Artists are cool. I wouldn't want to replace them. You no longer feel pain and can breathe even if you're in space or underwater. Your body will never be damaged or injured. You'll become invulnerable. Completely invulnerable, but you'll become immortal. It's interesting that they include immortal as the downside, because you could have immortal as an upside, but that is probably a downside in this case eventually. It'd be okay for a little bit, about maybe 2 to 3 lifetimes worth. You'd probably be good. You'd probably be chill with it for maybe like 3 lives, maybe 4. It would start to get a little worrying eventually. And you wouldn't be able to die from anything. So you wouldn't ever be able to go back. Even the heat death of the universe would not kill you, theoretically, right? Right? So you would just be like floating in space forever. You would eventually become Cars, is what I'm saying. From JoJo. And you would start to get more and more worried about that the longer you live. I think, yeah, I guess you can never be injured, so you'd be in really great shape for like your entire lives. It's not like you would get like diseased and ill. Because the ones where you're like immortal but you're not immune to stuff, you'd amass so many diseases over those lifetimes, you'd just become like decrepit and awful, right? But this one you're invulnerable, so you wouldn't get all that stuff. Body can never be damaged or injured. No diseases, no illnesses. We wouldn't get damaged by age either. So we'd have a good time for a little bit, but at a certain point, things could become very awful very quickly. And that's what I'm worried about. So I'm going to say no, I'm good. 29% of people said no. 71% of people said yes, really? 71% of people haven't really thought that one through, I think. I think that might be the case. No, we don't need this one. You can tell that one's old. You get unlimited free orange juice for the rest of your life. Is that a major upside? Is that a thing people want? Is that a dream people have that I'm missing? Is that a is that a dream? People out there like have that aspiration? But especially with this downside, you can get unlimited free orange juice for the rest of your life, but you can only drink it immediately after you brush your teeth. So what's the point then, huh? What's the point, Button? You just you can have unlimited free orange juice, but it tastes bad. Wow, I guess theoretically, could you start an orange juice company with this one? my brains are clicking. My brain is ticking. I'm thinking, having a thinking moment. Could you start an orange juice company? You get free, unlimited, right? Unlimited orange juice. So as much as you want. So you could have massive storage, right? It's free. So you never pay any production costs for any of your orange juice, right? Never. So you would have an immensely profitable company because you would never ever have to pay production costs. That's pretty good. Cutting out all the money spent on growing oranges and processing oranges. You just have instant orange juice in any amount forever, unlimited. You can never run out. That's not bad. You could probably start a pretty sick company with this and have a really good orange juice company. You could become the orange juice magnet of the world. Become the orange juice kingpin. You just can't drink any of your own orange juice. But you can still use all of your money that you got from your orange juice company to buy normal orange juice that you can drink on normal times. Right? This one's defeated. We're becoming orange juice kingpins, I think. I think we've solved this one. This one's a puzzle to be solved, and we have solved it. Yeah, let's do it. Let's become basically the the Monopoly guy with the little top hat, monocle, tuxedo, except it's just orange juice. Push. I become the I become the orange juice. The orange juice king. Will you press the button? You get a free hat, but it doesn't fit. I don't wear hats. I guess I already have a pretty good hat. So I'll just give it to somebody else. Yeah. I just give it to somebody else. Just get someone else a free hat. That's fine. There's no downside. Doesn't fit me, sure, but just get it for somebody else. That's fine. This is free. You can even sell it if you wanted. What's wrong with that? All right. So you are inside your favorite video game as the main character, Final Fantasy XIV. I become the Final Fantasy XIV man. But when you die in the game, you're dead forever. Damn. That's rough. Okay, hang on. That's rough. I can't be rezzed. No res. That's tough. That's a tough one. Okay, but I could stay really safe. I mean, I'm already in this state, right? This is how I already live. It's just that maybe Final Fantasy XIV would be more. Oh, but I'd be the main character, so people would want to try to kill me. I'd be the Warrior of Light. That's tough. I couldn't go through all those raids and never die. Oh no, I would die instantly. But do I get the powers? Do I get the powers? I get the ability to master all the classes like that, and it's as easy as it is in Final Fantasy XIV. This one's tricky. I'll just be a culinarian and a fisher. Surely I can't die, right? I mean, sure, there's like still monsters outside on the roads, right? But I'll be the Warrior of Light culinarian. I'll just give everybody food and they won't want to fight me anymore. We gotta do it. I feel like we have to do it. We gotta do it. We gotta isekai ourselves. No cowards. We die like real men. Excuse me? That's never happened, but Hitler wins World War II. I mean, this is just like a no-win, right? This is a checkmate. I think they've got me in here. I think I just have to skip this one. Push. I'm skipping that one. To clarify, I'm skipping that one, chat. Skipping that one. Whatever I chose does not reflect on me. I skipped that one, okay? We skipped that one. I have no opinion on that one. Will you press the button? You get to solve world hunger forever, but all food tastes like cardboard. Sorry, starving people. Sorry guys, I'm going super villain mode again. This is another one of those where they make me look like a jerk for not choosing it. But all food tastes like cardboard. No thanks, man. No thanks. Okay, 64% of people also said no. So I'm not the only jerk. You become incredibly internet famous and influential. I already am, obviously. But nobody in your family approves or agrees that you've done anything worthwhile with your life. Isn't that most famous internet people? Isn't that already the case? Isn't that just normal? Isn't that normal for internet influential people? Internet influencers? Isn't this is the default state, isn't it? I mean, but if you were making a ton of money, how could they possibly argue with that, right? If you were like super rich, had like a really nice house, were super happy, they wouldn't approve, but they would shut up about it, wouldn't they? How could they possibly argue that you haven't done anything worthwhile? Nobody in your family, but I could have a loved one who would approve of it, and that's good. That would offset some of the badness of that. No one in your family, so like a distant family, that's okay. I don't really care what they think. Yeah, push it. Sell your soul for fame. Do it. Do it. You're able to transform into any shape or size you want, but cannot find love ever. No. I have found love. Wait, cannot find love. What if one has already found love? Then what? Do we lose it, or we just can't find a new one? Because what if I'm already good? Checkmate? Checkmate button? On the off chance, I'm gonna say no. Just in case. You have the ability to make the impossible happen. What does that mean? What does that mean? What does the impossible mean? So there are a lot of things that aren't actually impossible that are just really hard. Like if I say, oh, it's impossible for me to suddenly have $1 million in my bank account, right? I say that. It's not technically impossible, right? A lot of things are possible. Like people even like come back from being dead with like resuscitation. So like even that's kind of possible, right? But every time you do 30 seconds of your life is taken, that's not a lot. 30 seconds, that's pretty minimal. You would just have to do like a couple really good ones and then just stop using it. 30 seconds only? It's not bad. Just do like, I don't know, 4 minutes worth of things and set up your life. And then you have 4 minutes left of your life. 4 minutes less of your life, sorry. That wouldn't be too bad. Minus 4 minutes? I don't think anybody's caring about that. If you had to do another 4 minutes later for another 8 impossible things to happen, that's kind of cool. Ooh, another 4 minutes. Oh no. I feel like this one's kind of just sick. It just really depends on what it means by make the impossible happen. Does it just mean I get to do anything I want? Because if that's the case, then this is an absolute press with no doubt. But if it's make only impossible things happen, like, I don't know, like dividing by, like, you know, like actually impossible things, then I don't know. I don't know if I really need that. But we're gonna push it because I think do the impossible is a little more vague. Yeah, see, most people agree that it's a little more vague. 80% of people, yeah. If they made that like a year of your life, then it would start to get a little more dicey, right? But 30 seconds, that's nothing. That's absolutely nothing. You wouldn't even notice. You could do an entire day of your life, you wouldn't notice. And that's tons of minutes. Tons of 30 seconds. So yeah, definitely push that one. You'll be able to own any game you desire, but you'll only be able to finish 99% of it. Now, most games, I don't finish 100% of anyway. Now, does it mean 99% of like the story of it? Like I can't finish and see the credits? Is that what it means? Or like on like completion ratings where like you beat the game and that leaves you at like 70%, you know? Because if it's like the actual 100% of the video game, I think I'd be fine with this. I don't finish games. I don't finish a lot of games 100% anyway, so we have more important things to do. I'd be fine with 99% of most games. But if it means like the story, like you can't actually finish any game, because yeah. We're gonna assume that it means, since they use the percentage, we're gonna assume it means like you won't be able to 100% any game, which I'd be okay with. Free video games. You become one of the best singers on earth. You become one of the worst, but you become one of the worst dancers on earth. You become the worst dancer on earth. I mean, I'll just stand very still on stage. That'll be my thing. It'll be my gimmick. Or I'll just use like a hologram. Yeah, I'll just be a VTuber singer. And they'll just make the model dance for me. And I'll just sing. Easy clap. Push the button. Holograms. You permanently lose your eyesight, but you will live forever and have eternal youth. No, absolutely not. You become immortal and you fly permanently. You fly permanently. I always have to be flying. That sucks. Oh, but you will never be able to, yeah, so it is, you always fly. You always have to fly. That's kind of annoying. Like even when I'm sleeping, I guess you probably get used to it, but I don't want to be immortal, so no. I don't want to be immortal. I know I'm a lich, but I don't want to be immortal. We can turn this thing off. We just break our little, well, I can't. We break our phylactery. And then we're good. We can opt out whenever we want. Your country of choice becomes a shining bastion of hope and leadership for the rest of the world. But you have to, no thanks. I'm good. You get the ability to change your sex instantly and reversibly. Okay. But you change back in less than 24 hours. If you change back in less than 24 hours, someone random. No, thank you. I don't need this. This is not something I need. This is a cruel one. Excuse me? You cure cancer, but you die from not knowing you have cancer. This is another one where they make me look like an asshole just for participating in the button at all. Listen, I don't want to die. Can it be that I die at age 100 something? Age 700 of cancer? It'd be nice to cure cancer, but I don't want to die. Sorry, I'm the asshole. You are... Listen, this is the whole reason I became a lich, because I didn't want to die, man. I'm not going to change that now. You're put on the will of the 12th, 34th, and 56th richest men in the world to take their entire fortune, but you have to give 95% of it to donations. I feel like the last 5% is still pretty hefty, no? 12th, 34th, and 56th all add together. And I get everything they have, which means that they can't give it away beforehand. I get their whole fortune. I get everything. They can't just go and like give it away and then give me $1 and go, that's my whole fortune. No, no, no. Their whole fortune. That's what we're saying here. Everything. And I have to give 95% of it to donations. I would still probably have millions, wouldn't I? I would still probably have millions. I would have to do some research on this one before I pushed it. I'd be sitting there on my little, I'd be sifting through the tomes in the library. I'd be tapping away on my little arcane laptop, and I would be researching exactly who these guys are and how much money they have. And we'd be calculating it out. Should we do it right now? Should we do it? Should we do it right now? We do the calculation. 12th richest man in the world. Who is he? Forbes billionaires, the richest people in the world. Let's look. Let's take a peek, shall we? Shall we? Bernard Arnault is the first richest. The 12th richest is Larry Page, and he's got $79 billion. Okay, hang on. Let's start to calculate this out, right? I'm going to write these down. We're going to do the math. $79.2 billion. All right, so we get that. We get $79.2 billion plus 34th is Ma Huateng, who has 35 billion. Okay, let's add these together, right? 79.2 plus 35.3. All right, so we've got $114.5 billion. So now that would make us, we have $114. That makes us as rich as Jeff Bezos. Just from those two. And then we also get the 56th, who is a person named Lo Tuk Kwong, who has 25.5 billion. All right, so we have $140 billion, which would place us as the third richest man in the world if we had all of that, right? Now let's do the math. Calculating. Sorry, my music turned off. Let me get that back. I'm bad at math, so you're gonna have to give me like 25 minutes to do this. We probably could have just scrolled down. I bet somebody did the math right at the top comment. It's something like $70 million, isn't it? Keeping 3 billion? I don't know if that math is right. Oh, maybe they're basing on different people. Very long ago. Yeah, they're basing on different people. We would keep like $70 million for ourselves, basically. So also it's free. It's free money, and we take it and we give it to donations. We take this money from them, from whatever stupid crap that they were going to squander it on, and we give most of it to donations that we get to pick. So we don't give it to any terrible charities that waste the money, right? We give it to good donations, and then we keep $70 million. Yeah, fucking choosing that. Even if it was like you keep $30, it'd still be worth it, right? Why would you not choose it? I guess I never thought about that. Why would you not choose it? It's still free money. You can bring anyone you love back to life. However, someone else you love will die. That's terrible. I mean, if it's degrees of how much you love them, it could be worth it, right? If the person you love the absolute most in the world died, and you brought back someone who you just kind of knew, and you're like, oh yeah, I love that guy, right? Or even if it's like someone you love who like you don't even know personally, right? Like, oh yeah, I love that movie star. Right? You'd be sad that they died, but if you didn't even know him personally, it could be a good trade-off if it's someone that you really love who died that's really close to you, like the number one person closest to you. It could be worth it. Also, this says that I can do it, so this is just giving me the power to do it, right? So we don't even have to. We don't have to use it if we don't want to. It's just giving us the option, so push. Ooh. Maybe some people didn't interpret it as an option. Lots of people didn't pick it. You can buy anything you want, but only for other people. Yeah. Because like other people are people that I'm related to. Ooh, here's a nice new house for my for my wife. Here's a all the things that I want that I'm gifting to this person who's incredibly close to me. Right? Of course. Why would you not do that? It's just like, why would you not do it? It's just free stuff for the people that you love. Why would you not want that? Excuse me, this should be 100%. What? Yeah, you can like you can be gifting people anything. You can be giving people houses. You can be giving people cars. You can be giving people anything you want. Of course. Why? Who would not want that? You'll discover the foundations of magic. Okay, based. I like it already. Yes, good. Magic. They know how to appeal to me. Anything that starts talking about magic, I instantly neurons activated. You discover the foundations of magic and become the most recognized figure in all of history, but during your lifespan, you'll be thought a fool and treated as such. That's okay. I mean, it kind of sucks, but I have magic powers, right? I'm throwing lightning bolt. Does it matter if people think I'm a fool? Not really. Push. You're very attractive to the opposite sex. Well, accomplished already. Thank you very much. but you're also very attracted to the same sex, and your skin is green. 2 years. Balcony with the 2 years. God damn. Welcome, welcome. Holy moly. 2 years? You become a this one, if you were a bisexual orc, you'd be golden on this one. You'd be absolutely golden. Right? I mean, this one doesn't really apply to me. This is another one that I'm just not going to choose because it doesn't apply to me. Like, I don't care about being attracted to the opposite sex because the only person who I care about being attracted to is already attracted to me, so I'm good. I don't need to become more attracted to anyone. But you're also very attracted to the same sex, which isn't really a downside at all. The skin is green thing is a little rough. But if everybody else thinks that you're cool for having green skin, then I guess it wouldn't really matter. Like, personally, I won't choose this because I'm good already, but if you were going to choose this, it wouldn't be that bad to have green skin, right? If everybody else was like, yeah, I'm into it. Hell yeah. Green skin? Oh, hell yeah. Then it wouldn't be a downside. You got bored because your group is stupid? So here you are. You push the button because you're missing everything here across the board. Yeah, but you would want to be green? 0 is. Yeah, if everybody loves the fact that you're green and they're like, damn, green? I like it. Then it wouldn't even be a downside. You'd just be like, yeah, everyone would love you. They'd be like, oh yeah, that green dude? Hell yeah. Love that guy. You'd just be Piccolo. You'd just be, yeah, you'd be a bisexual orc. Who's just really, really successful when they go to a bar. Bisexual Piccolo. Yeah. Receive 5,000 USD weekly tax-free for the rest of your life. Pretty good. Pretty good. Just nice to have a good influx of cash. That's pretty good. But you have to live in a house with your worst phobia, and if you overcome it, it will change to a different phobia, I'm assuming. What's my worst phobia? I mean, I have like trypophobia. Can I like hide it in a room? But I don't have like a phobia. there's like, I think like normal things that you're afraid of. Like, I don't want to be like in a submarine at the bottom of the ocean. But that's like a normal thing to not want to do. That's not a phobia, right? I don't want to be in like a tiny little claustrophobic cave a million miles underground where I can't even stand up and I gotta wriggle through like a little worm. I don't want to be that. But that's a normal thing. That's not a phobia. That's just like being smart and not wanting to die. Like, I'm afraid of like a poisonous snake, but that's also like a normal thing. These aren't phobias. I have trypophobia though. So I think it would be that one, which would make me really uncomfortable. But I would get over it, and then what would it change to? I don't know. I don't have any other phobias, I don't think. You would just keep getting over them. You'd become immune to all phobias. You'd be like really tough. Nothing would scare you. Give me the money. I want the money. I could do it. I could overcome them. Oh, holy. This one, they wrote a whole paragraph for this one. Man. You're Charlemagne, so we can hang out and play. Yeah, we could play Final Fantasy 16 because we would have $5,000 to spend on PlayStation. Oh yeah, sounds tight. On a scale from 0 to 10, you instantly gain 6 points in all aspects of your personality and appearance. If your initial rating is larger than a 4 out of 10, it becomes 10 out of 10. This means that you are instantly better looking, have more success with men/women, have an extremely heightened intelligence, and have far more charisma than before. You become supercharged. You become Giga Chad. You become Giga Chad, essentially, right? But you must drive a Prius for the rest of your life without exception. You cannot under any circumstance drive anything other than a Prius. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, and you become Giga Chad. Like, I don't need to become more attractive to women and men. I already am in a happy relationship, so it doesn't matter. But it'd be good to be like more smart and have more charisma. Like, that's fine, right? That'd be a cool addition. You get pluses added to your skill checks for what? For driving a Prius? Now I could ride in other cars, right? Like, I could be in an airplane. It doesn't say that I can't ride in. It just says I have to drive a Prius. That's fine. Who cares? I would drive a Prius for that. Also, Balcony, you just missed the one where we we did the math. We calculated out. It was like, oh, you can have the entire fortune willed to you by the 15th richest man, or the 12th richest man, the 34th richest man, and the 56th richest man all together, but you have to give 95% of it to charity. And we calculated it all out. I did the math. I pulled up the calculator, and I found who those, the 12th and 34th and 56th richest men, and it came out to that we still had like $70 million left over. And it's like, why would you not choose that? That was fun. You become a Super Saiyan. They spelled that wrong. But everybody mistakes you for Goku and won't believe you if you say otherwise. Who wrote this one? 12th grader or a 12-year-old write this one? 12th grader, no, not a 12th grader. Well, I mean, with literacy rates plummeting, maybe. You become a Super Saiyan, but everybody thinks you're Goku? I mean, I don't really have any need to be a Super Saiyan. Do I have to be like, do I have to be Goku the whole time? Group is pissing you off. They're cheating at, are you talking about escape room stuff? They're cheating at an escape room? Throw them out. Call them out. I will not. I don't need to be Super Saiyan. You can go back in time to prevent the death of someone. Your lifespan will be cut in half, and the person you brought back will only live the amount of time that you lost. I don't even know who I would bring back. Do I care enough about someone in history to bring back to life? Like, if it's like someone who died like recently, like a family member or something, like I understand that you'd want to like, you want them to come back, but like, if it's like an old like great grandma or something and she's living for the amount of time that you lost, it's like she's gonna be like really old for like 40 years. I don't know if they want that. And like, if I was trying to choose like someone from history, I don't know, who would you even bring back? Nobody. I don't really need to bring any back. For what? For what purposes? For what ends? For what means? I don't need to. I'm good. Okay, yeah, most people agreed on that one. Should we take a little break from these? I'm enjoying these, but should we take a little break to do some tier lists? I haven't done any tier lists yet. I've just been doing this for 2.5 hours, and it's been really entertaining. But maybe we should do a little break, do some Final Fantasy XIV tier list. We'll do a couple more. Final Fantasy XIV tier list? Okay. Yeah, sure. We'll do one in a sec. We'll do this one. We'll finish this one. You become a member of your favorite musical group. Do I have a favorite musical group? Do they mean like a boy band, or do they mean just like a band in general? But the person you end up replacing will completely cease to exist. Just delete somebody from the universe. I don't have, most of the artists that I like are like solo acts. I don't like musical groups too much. I'm trying to think of like musical artists that I really like. Hey, like I guess there's some bands. Does that count? I don't really want to like replace members of the bands though. I think they're doing a good job already. They don't need me to do it. It also doesn't say that you become good at what they were doing, right? It doesn't say that you become good at like, oh, I want to be the guitarist in some band, right? It doesn't mean that I'm good at guitar all of a sudden. You're not suddenly good at singing. You just replace them and you just sabotage the thing you like, and now you don't get to enjoy it anymore. Oh, I'm in my favorite band, but now we fucking suck now. Because I deleted the guy who was good from the universe, and now we suck. Why would I want this? No, thank you. Push the button to ruin your favorite musician. No, thank you. All right, let's do some Final Fantasy tier lists. We'll play Final Fantasy later, but I do not have the capture card set up yet. Let's do Final Fantasy. Okay, this is the first one. This is Jobs tier list. This one I figured would be fast. Let's hang on. This is S plus. This is for the God tier ones. This is I refuse. I refuse to play it. Oh. There. Okay. We had to make some edits to the tiers. Yeah, obviously we're picking Dancer S plus. It'll probably be the only one on that tier. I don't play this, so we're putting it on there. What else is really good? This is really good. Red Mage, really good. I do like Samurai. I don't know that I like Red Mage a little bit better, so maybe we'll spread them out a little bit. I'm gonna put C as like the ones that I don't really play, that I don't hate. Might play Final Fantasy XIV later, even though you won't be home until 2. That is pretty late. Why is Warrior at the bottom? Because I don't play it. And I won't ever play it, because the AoE that they have on at all times is ugly. Monk is also really good. I really like Monk. Paladin, probably about the same as Samurai. I like Dark Knight maybe a little better than Paladin, though I do like them pretty close. White Mage, I like. Scholar, I like a lot, but it's gonna get downgraded because it's kind of not as easy to play. You think the AoE is ugly too, don't you? Blue Mage's fun enough, I guess, but it's different than the others. It doesn't really count. Gunbreaker, I guess is pretty good. You got used to it? Okay. Well, I would probably get used to it too, but it's just gonna be like the last thing I ever level, probably. I don't actually hate it. Ninja will also be down here. Summoner. Summoner was here. Summoner was here in C with Machinist. Or Machinist. Whatever. You get robot guy. Gun guy. It was down here, but once they gave me the ability to not have Titan and all of them appear and be huge, and instead give me the ability to use carbuncles, moved up a tier. Reaper. Reaper's cool. I haven't learned it very well yet. I picked it up and it looks really cool, but I haven't actually learned it, so I can't put it higher. I would put it up here if I knew how to play it, but I haven't quite learned it yet. Dragoon, hell yeah. Bard's pretty cool, but I don't necessarily love the rotation as much as these ones, so I'm gonna lower it a little bit. Astrologian's just awesome. Sage is again cool, but I haven't learned it. And Black Mage is good, but I don't like its rotation quite as much as these ones. So that's how I'd rank them. This is my ranking. This is the objectively correct way to look at the Final Fantasy 14 6.0 job tier. If you disagree with this, then you're incorrect. Can we reorder them within their categories? Like this, most left is best. So we'll do this. Yeah, probably like that. And then kind of like that. That. No, Bard's pretty good. Yeah, it's probably like that. Yeah, there we go. That's my Joss. These icons are really satisfying to drag around. They're really clean. I like them. Okay, next. These dudes in Prison Break are like goated. Is that one of the escape rooms? Prison Break? No, we're not doing that one. We're doing this one. We're doing creatures. Doing little fellas tier list. Little guys. Never done an escape room before, but they're killing it. Well, some people are just built different. Or they're like looking up all the answers on their phone and you're not noticing them doing that. Okay, we're gonna change these from Tumblr terminology, and we're just gonna S tier. Good guy. Good guy. I don't know what maybe just a meme means. We'll say this is gross. Okay, this is the little fella tier list. So we're gonna rank the little fellas in Final Fantasy 14. Now the instant obvious one, S tier, Moogle, obviously, of course, couldn't be any other way. Tentacle, weird tentacle, sex toy, no. S or F tier, F tier. I like the little fat cat. I do like the little fat cat. His eyes are a little creepy though, so he gets downgraded just because he has got those empty eyes. So he's kind of like in between these two tiers, but I'm moving him down because he's just not quite on the level of a Moogle. Gala Kitten, hell yeah. Fat Chocobo, love him to death. Carbuncle, love him to death. Goblin, love him. Couple of them committed a couple war crimes though, so he gets downgraded one from that, for that. Goblins get downgraded because, you know, they've tried to kill a lot of people sometimes. They've done a few war crimes. Gotta go. Alright. Take care. And then we will do Tonberries. Hell yeah. This thing's just kind of ugly. So no. Dog. It's just a dog. Gubu. I love Gubus, but they're not quite on the level of these guys. Marbles are our best boys. I love them. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. There's a lot of good creatures in this game, huh? There we go. That's the tier list. I think this is reasonable. Marbles are good lads. I get happy every time they appear in pretty much any Final Fantasy game. They've been consistently good. Fun bosses. Cool enemy design. Very iconic. Love them. But Moogles are the highest tier. It'd probably be like this, and then this, and then Sabotender, my man. There we go. That's a little better. There we go. I would rank that. Alright, let's do a couple more will you press the buttons. Maybe we'll go to about 3 hours and then we'll wrap up. Let's do some more of these though. These are fun. Fucking excuse me? What is this question? Huh? What? You go into the Hunger Games and win. Okay, but I don't want to go into the Hunger Games and I don't want to be in Hunger Games world. And I don't, even if I win, I don't really get that much. I just get like food from my district, but like, I don't have to go into that world though. So ideally I would prefer to not be in a situation where I have to win food for my people. So like, you know, we try to avoid that situation. Hopefully. Hopefully. And then after I win, after all of my work, and after probably a bloody battles, I would have to kill people to win, right? I'd be murdering people. Children, I'd be murdering children. Because this says you go into the Hunger Games. And they're always like young people in the Hunger Games. And I'm a 400-year-old skeleton, so I'd be just murdering children, right? I would go in and I'd kill a bunch of 12-year-olds and then win enough food for my district to survive for another year and be stuck in hellscape, awful YA apocalypse. And then after all that, I die of genetically mutated tuberculosis on my Victor's tour right after I win. Who the fuck would want this? Excuse me? Why would I want this? No, thank you. Yeah, good. 81% of people are smart. Thank you. You get a Pokemon, but you lose your left leg. I get left. What if I get Arceus? And he like, he's God, right? Isn't Arceus God? Arceus is God, right? He could just give me a new leg. I scrolled down. Ditto shall be my new left leg. True. That would work. These people are correct. I don't know these people are, but you can get a prosthetic. That wouldn't be too bad. I mean, it would like not be ideal, but like lots of people have prosthetics and they survive. Pokemon of your choosing, Arceus, God, right? Not bad. It's not a bad choice. But also, just you could get like a nice Pokemon too. Think of how much money Nintendo would have to pay me if I suddenly got a Pikachu. Actually, they would probably like send assassins to my house to take my Pikachu, wouldn't they? They're lawyers, they're assassins. Everyone would be showing up to my house if I had a Pikachu. Let's do it. Ditto. Ditto would be pretty useful. Except for the eye thing, that would be a little weird. But if the eye thing was not like 100% as it is in the TV show, then it would be okay. Something good happens, okay? But something bad happens that obviously... This is Steel Ball Run. This is JoJo. Something good happens, but something bad happens that outweighs the good thing. Well, then why would I want it? Why would I want that? No. No, President. I don't want that. I don't want that, Mr. President. No, thank you. Yeah, good. Okay. People agree with me. You become the Prime Minister of Hungary. Okay. Who is also head of the mafia, spelled wrong, by the way, and also get loads of money. Okay. So I just become very awesome. All of a sudden. And then I will have my office for a minimum of 8 years, and everyone in your country will hate you forever, and you'll burn in the deepest fringes of hell. No, thank you. I'll pass. You possess telekinetic powers, but you become so ugly that people cannot look you in the eye. No thanks. You become a Nosferatu. That's you become one of the Nosferatu clan. That's basically what that was. No thanks. It's called the Nosferatu curse for a reason. You're able to access the internet anywhere and everywhere, but you will lose all of your positive emotions. I think if you're 100% connected to the internet at all times, you'd lose all your positive emotions anyway. So no, thank you. I like having fun and being happy. Thanks. I'll pass. You get access to any music you want, albums, singles, and maybe even private concerts. That'd be neat. Because private concerts would be kind of the perfect setup. Because you wouldn't have to stand around near a bunch of drunk people, and you wouldn't have to you could set the concert length to be like 1.5 hours instead of like 4 hours, where you're just standing around for a really long time and you have to watch the opening act that you don't really like. You know, just 1.5 hour, one hour. Concert should be 20 minutes long. I play all the songs that I like and then stop. Don't play any of the songs I don't like. So that'd be kind of sick. But if you meet your favorite musician, you only speak in grunts when trying to engage in conversation with them. That's okay. That wouldn't be too bad. I already don't speak to my favorite musician, so like we're not changing too much, are we? We're just getting free music. So that's not too bad. Like I'm already in a state of not being able to talk to my favorite musician, so this doesn't change a whole lot. It's just that if I saw them in person, I would just pretend that I was like some like mysterious, rich man of mystery who just has other people speak for him. And I would sit there, my face half shrouded in shadow, in the corner while they perform a private concert for me. And I would be like, have like a cat in my lap, like I'm a supervillain. Yeah, that's how it would go. That's how it would go. Push. I push the button. You can watch any anime you want well and fully dubbed in English. Well, no, we don't want that. English dubs? No. Excuse me? No. You have to watch it with a pretentious weeaboo who will insist the entire time. you have to watch it with me. You have to watch it with me. Damn, they got me. They got me on that one. You have to watch it with me. You have to watch it with Charlemagne. They fucking got me. Damn. They set that one up and they got me. I would just not want to watch anime if I had to sit next to a person who was just telling me, even like, I agree that subs are typically better than dubs. The dubs are typically not very good, and it's better to just hear it in the intended. Japan treats voice acting and voice actors with more respect than we do here. So their voice actors tend to be just a better quality. So I do usually prefer to just hear subs or to just read subs instead of hearing like a dub where the person didn't really understand the character and they were just doing it because it's a contract. And you know, it's better in the original language. This applies to all things, not just anime. I usually prefer to watch a movie that's in a foreign language in its original language than with a dub, which I think is a pretty normal thing. The problem here is that the guy won't shut up while we're watching our show. That would really annoy me. Just that he wouldn't shut up. So no thank you. I don't want to watch it in English. And I don't want to have a guy who won't shut up next to me. So no. No thank you. You have super speed. Like, now, do you mean I can run really fast, or do you mean that I have really good drugs? But you have to always be moving. Question. What do you mean by always be moving? Because do you mean I have to constantly be in motion, like my legs are moving and I'm traveling somewhere? Or do you mean that I can I just move my finger? Does that count? Because I already fidget. I'm already a fidgety person. I already have to have my foot tapping a lot. Like, I'm just kind of like that. I'm a little bit I always have my foot tapping or my fingers moving. So I feel like if I could do that, then we're good. That's fine. If I can fidget, then there's no change. I'm already that way. So we choose it. We push it. You can transform any game into reality, Final Fantasy XIV, but you will never be the hero of the story. That's okay. My character can go on being the Warrior of Light. I don't want to be the Warrior of Light. She can go do it. I don't need to do it. She can go have fun. I'll go do the fun things while she repeatedly dies to the latest raid. I'll be fine. The man/woman of your dreams falls in love with you. Check. Got that already. Boom. We got it already. You have to give up your 5 most prized possessions and you will always live in poverty. Well, I already got that, so I don't need any buttons. We're good. You will be beautiful and wealthy beyond your wildest dreams. It's pretty nice. But you will never find love or companionship and will die alone. Hard pass. There's a 50-50, you'll become immortal. There's a 50-50. This one's just gambling. This one's just gambling. 50-50 chance I die immediately, 50-50 chance I live forever. They're both good. They're both pluses. What's the problem, man? We push the button. No, I'm just kidding. No, they're actually both downsides. I don't want to be immortal. I don't want to die, so. Be the most successful of the world, okay? But die virgin. Don't be so mean. Don't have to be so mean to virgin. Be the most successful in the world, but die a virgin. But what if I'm not a virgin though? What if you're already not a virgin when you press the button? Does it undo that? How does that work? How does it undo it? Huh? Also, I assume it means just most successful person in the world, which would be nice, but this one doesn't make any sense. Let's just skip it. You have your own TV show, okay? But you have to use it for education of some kind and don't get paid for having it. How does it keep running then? If we're not making a profit off of it, how does it keep running? What money are we spending on this? Because no thanks. If this is gonna be out of my own pocket, we ain't running this show. You gain $10 million, but money is removed from multiple poor people around the world. Supervillain mode? Supervillain mode? Supervillain mode? Or boring good person? Supervillain mode. Go. Take it. Sorry guys, but that's my $10 million now. You will gain the ability of flight, but there will always be traffic. I mean, always be traffic? What does this mean? Does this mean traffic on a tiny little street? If you were trying to just drive in the middle of the country, in the middle of nowhere, there'd just be cars everywhere? Because that's crazy. Or does it mean traffic while I'm flying? Because that would also be kind of crazy, because who's up there with me? Right? Who's up there with me? In the air? Is it the birds traffic? Bird traffic? Or is it other people flying all of a sudden? Because if it gave other people flight just to make me be in traffic, that's crazy. Is it planes? Because that would also be kind of nuts. There would be a lot of planes to be traffic in the air. Whew. I mean, if it's traffic on the ground and I can fly I fly really fast, or is it like speed of walking or running? Is it like Superman flying? Because if we assume it's Superman flying, hell yeah. I don't care about traffic if I can fly. Is the button broken? Button? Wait, we're right at 3 hours and the button broke. Is that a sign? What if I say no? No? Oh. Okay, maybe we'll do one more then. I don't want it to end on a broken one. You gain Superman powers, but you gain a legion of enemies attacking you at any moment. So become a superhero, essentially, is that what that means? Because superheroes always have people attacking them. I mean, if I'm Superman, kryptonite doesn't exist in our world, so I would be invulnerable. Because we don't have kryptonite. It says I gain the powers, but it doesn't say that kryptonite suddenly exists. They should have added that to the end. You gain a legion of enemies attacking you at any moment, and kryptonite exists. Because if it's just a legion of enemies in our world, it doesn't mean that they have superpowers. So what are they going to do against me, huh? What are they going to do? Oh, a gun? Ooh, scary. Alright, seems like the button's broken. We broke the button. Well, guys, we hit the button. We mashed the button so hard that it shattered into a million pieces. We saw that we could take money away from poor people and mash the button so hard that it destroyed itself. So, oh, there we go. It's just taking a lot of load. That's all right. We're going to wrap up anyway. Okay. I want to read this one. You turn ordinary water into any alcoholic beverage you like. Okay. Very powerful. Very powerful. Start a beer company. Free alcohol. You could start an alcohol corporation and just free alcohol, but every other non-alcoholic drink will taste like water. Well, I drink a lot of water anyway, so that's not too bad. All right. I push it and I become orange juice alcoholic beverage kingpin. Unlimited money, but you have to become a raw food vegan. Nope. All right, we'll end on that one. Okay. So, as I said before, if you didn't, I guess if you didn't hear me, then I'm repeating it anyway, so I don't know why I'm saying that. Anyways, like I said before, we'll be here for Monday for D&D, and then I'll probably do at least one more stream next week. Maybe Tuesday or Wednesday, depending on how things go. It might be Tuesday, so be prepared for a Tuesday stream. It'll be Final Fantasy 14 if it's Tuesday for the new patch. But if for some reason the patch takes a million years to download and I don't know, it releases late or something like that, then I'll do Wednesday. So Tuesday or Wednesday next week. And then I don't know about Friday. We'll see about Friday. It might be a little dicey, but I might have time. In which case it'll probably be another Final Fantasy 14 stream. So look forward to that. And I'll see you guys later. This was really fun. Maybe we'll do another one of these at some point. Because this was a lot of fun. we'll do like, I'll have some more tier lists prepared, and we'll do some other things. We'll mix it up a little bit more. We'll do maybe like less of just these, and we'll mix a few of these in, but we'll do some other stuff too. That'll be fun. But I like just having like chill nights sometimes. So this was a good time. Thank you all for hanging out, and take care. See you guys on Monday. Have a good night. Thank you for watching.